Get strong.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we have an updated Vren the Relentless deck profile. Now I haven't actually profiled this deck since I think it was late August or early September. I think it might have been late August, but I fairly enjoy this deck. It's a rat deck, of course. I enjoy rats. I've been playing rats since 2017, so a long time. So, Vren Relentless, you guys don't know, he is a 4-drop, 3/4 that says when a creature? Yeah, if a creature an opponent controls would leave the battlefield to go to, well, would leave, if a creature an opponent controls would die, gets exiled instead, and at the beginning of each end step I create a 1/1 black rat. Well, I create X 1/1 black rats where X is the number of creatures that were exiled this turn. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You run some sack cards, you run some other kind of removal, and you make sure Vren doesn't die. Like, it turns out people were very interested in Vren the Relentless. The OG deck profile has over 3k views, so obviously people like rats. See? We have the rat empire. Never. The sun never sets on my rat empire. But yeah, I think we should get on to the profile itself and see the tweaks and changes I've made. So here we are, Vren the Relentless in all his glory. I do want to grab the really special artwork, like the anime kind of style. Like, I do want to grab him. An image on screen now of what the card actually looks like. It's like close to £80, but it's like €70 on Card Market, I think, last time I looked. Hopefully, well, I say I can't get it this year because this year I'm saving all I can to get the Spider-Man stuff, but hopefully one day I'll have a special art of Vren the Relentless. So yeah, so Vren the Relentless, 2 colors, black and blue, legendary creature, Rat Rogue. So we'll get on to the creatures. There are a total of 34 creatures in the deck, obviously because 20 of them are just the same creature, because I run a grand total of, oh, I almost dropped them, let's not drop all my rats, a total of 20 rat colony. Come on, well, it's hard to grab them all with one hand. I have so far 10 of the special guests and 10 of the normal ones. I'm pretty sure it's like 10 special guests, unless I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 special guests and 10 regular rat colonies. My goal is to try and get 20 of these. They're like £10 or 10 or like €12. It's really annoying that they had to make this a special guest. They also did the same with Relentless Rats, but I don't play Relentless Rats. I just prefer to play rat colonies. Sure, they don't get any booty, but this does it gives a +1/+0 for each rat, while Relentless Rats only get a +1/+1 for each card named Relentless Rat you control. But yeah, 20 of these bad boys. Like, I think 20 is a perfect number for any cards. Like, you can have like this many in the deck. I think 20 to 22 is probably the safest number. Now we go on to the normal rats. So of course I'm running Azu Beastbinder, insane card. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater, and when it does attack you choose a creature. Was it? Yeah, an artifact creature or planeswalker, loses all abilities, and then yeah, if it's a creature, it also becomes a 2/2 till the end of your next turn. Yeah. Persistent Marstalker, he is just a guy that you can cast from bin if you attack and you pay 3 and this comes back to the battlefield tapped attacking. Pretty simple, it has the same as Rat Con, it gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. Shoreline Looter, this is my it can't be blocked, and when it deals combat damage you draw a card and discard a card. And Threshold, oh no, this is a Threshold, this is Threshold, yeah, and then discard a card unless you have 7 more cards in your bin. Pretty simple. I still run Cool Monarchs, the Rat King. I don't really use the poison, I usually just use the ETB, look at top 5 cards and add hopefully as many rats as I can find. Neshi, Moon, Sage's Scorn, or Scion, however you say it. Deals damage to a player. Each opponent exiles a card in the library and you may play that card this turn. Instead of paying mana, I pay life. Ashcoat Southworm, he just makes other rats big. At the beginning of your end step, you may mill 4, then add as many rats and add up to 2 rats from your bin to your hand. And of course, I'm still running the boy. We have to run Mariner, my OG rat commander. Because all rats have fear, it means they can only be blocked by black artifact creatures. Even though at the moment artifact creatures are quite popular because we had the release of Ether Drift, a bunch of vehicles came out, and no, I'm saying this even though you guys know my opinion on vehicles. Vehicles aren't that bad now. A little part of me sick threw up on the inside. I still don't think they're great, but I think they're okay now. Lord Skitter, Sewer King to help with like exiling like problematic cards from bin, like cards that have like flashback and stuff. Beginning of my combat, I spit out 1 more black rat that can't block. So that's it for the rat creatures. For the non-rats, obviously, Puppet Swarm, Rats of Menace, you pay 2, create 1 black rat, pay 4, sack 3 rats and gain control of target creature. Iora, first or Lockwane. Whenever she or another black creature enters, your opponents lose life and then I get a life. Then you can pay, you can tap to sacrifice another black creature to draw a card. Ogre Slumlord, whenever a creature dies, you create a 1/1 black rat, and rats also have that touch. Wonder, just because I still have a few discard cards in the deck, so I can just discard this and my rats are flying. Ledger Shredder to help withdraw and to help to get Wonder in the bin or some of my rat colonies. And then for the last creature, it is a Valley Flood Caller. I didn't have this in the original build, but I really like this because it gives my it gives all my sorceries, enchantments, and artifacts flash, and plus whenever I cast on a creature spell, frogs, birds, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 till the end turn, and you untap them. So main phase 2, after you smack with everything, you say cast enough, cast Soul Ring, and then everything untaps. I used this in Wick, and I decided, oh, this card seems really cool. Let's use it in Vren. And then yeah, I used it in Vren. Loved it. It was it's so good. Now for artifacts, we have a Soul Ring, obviously because we're playing Commander, and because we're playing Commander, we also have the Arcane Signet. A lot of the artifacts actually haven't changed. I think I've only added 1 artifact. Gem Medallion, my black spells cost 1 less. Astronaut's Altar to help with sacking my guys from colorless mana, because as long as I'm mono black. So ideally I kind of just want to use 1 black mana, so I have astronauts for all my color stuff. Mirror Box, because I create tons of token copies in this deck and I want them to stay on board, so yeah, legendary rule doesn't apply to me. Whip of Elboss for that life gain, and to help with all that life gain, to then help me cast more cards, Bolus's Citadel. This card is really good, really strong, because you may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may cast spells, sorry, not cast spells, you may play cards from the top of your library, but instead of paying mana, you play life equal to its mana cost. Then you can tap this, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, each opponent loses 10 life. Yeah. So this also helps if you haven't seen a land for turn, you can just keep using spells until you see a land. Oh, land, play that land, but if you then see another land, it does hurt when you see another land if you've already played your land for turn, that kind of hurts. But yeah, Bolus's Citadel, it's like cheap at the moment. I bought this for like, I think it was a year ago, I bought this for like £5. I think you can get it for like £4 now, but this card's not expensive anymore. It's really good. And for the last, it is an equipment. It is still the Mithril Coat, because we do not want our commander to keep dying. Even though that he is kind of a kill on sight commander. He kind of is. Let's be honest, he is a kill on sight commander. Instances, I think there's only like 2 cards that were added. We still have Village Rites for our sacked draw cards. Dark Ritual, because this card is honestly one of the dumbest black cards in the deck, other than Bolus's Citadel, because for 1 mana you get free. Well, technically for 1 mana you get 2 extra mana, but that's fine. Rapid Hydroization for card removal. Pongify for they're both creature. Yeah, they're both creature removal. Suspend. Now all these were in Wick, but I decided also to transfer them from Wick to Vren. This card's really cool. Exile target creature and put 2 time counters on it. If it wasn't suspended, it gets suspended. So instead of untapping, you remove a suspend counter. And then Counterspell, because we are still running blue, we might as well run Counterspell. Now for the sorceries. Demonic Tutor, obviously for search. Solve the equation to search for my instances and sorcery cards. Ponder for draw power. I love Ponder. It's probably my favorite blue spell. It's just so generic. It only costs 1 mana. You can look at top 3 cards, put them back in any order. Then if you want, you can shuffle and then draw a card. Secret Salvage, I'm still running Secret Salvage and Patrick Bidding. Still running those cards because this is my main way of getting Rakai's into my hand and then ditching them per turn, the end turn, next turn, play this, bring them all back. Torment of Hellfire, just because they have to either sack their guys, so then I create guys, or they just lose the game. I have once put 18 mana into this, and this can be my win con. Swarmyard Massacre, which is my board wipe. You create 2 squirrels, and then each creature that isn't a insect, rat, squirrel, or spider gets -1/-1 to the end of turn. For each insect, rat, squirrel, and spider you control. So yeah. This is a new card from Foundations, Revenge of the Rats. Create a tapped 1/1 black rat for each card in your graveyard. They do come in tapped, but the card also has flashback. And there are ways of, like using Valley Floodcaller, this can be instant speed. So during someone's end phase, I pay 4, flash this in, make tons of tapped rats. My turn, they untap, they can attack. Yeah. Time Warp for an extra turn, and I'm still running Season of the Weaving just for mainly card draw. That's why I mainly use this for, it's just for card draw. May seem like a waste, but drawing 5 cards is still really good. 6 mana to draw 5, that's decent. Now for the enchantments, there are 7 in the deck. Vampiric Rites for sack and draw power. well, it's sack, life gain, and draw power all on one card. Still running Mystic Studies, because why wouldn't you want Mystic Study? It's just a good draw card. Kindred Discovery, because, well, we're running a tribal deck, so yeah, we want as much draw. Reflections to help with having multiple copies, which is like mirror boxes in there, because the legend rule doesn't really apply, and they'll get bigger because it gets +1 and +1 for each card of the same name, so my rats are just going to keep constantly getting bigger. Leyline, I decided to keep Leyline or Transformation in because, like, if I use Swarmyard, yeah, all my non-rats are easily going to die, so all my human, elves, ogres, and that Flood Caller, yeah, I want them to live, and plus it'll make the cards in the deck work a lot easier. Dictate of Elboss to, well, Dictate an Elboss and Grave Pact for the same reason. Whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. The only difference is, this is a 4-drop, this is a 5-drop of Flash, so if someone plays a board wipe, you can flash this in. And yeah, even if they have like Indestructible or something, they sacrifice, so it gets around that. If I'm not having a board, no one else is having a board. And then lands, still the same number of lands. I think there's only like 1 or 2 different lands in the deck. Like Command Tower, Sunken Citadels, Unclaimed Territory, Free Tree City. Obviously we're running Free Tree because the card is honestly incredibly dumb because it doesn't come in tapped. Like it just comes in. It doesn't come in tapped or anything. It comes in, you choose a creature type, taps all colors, you pay 2, tap it, then add mana of any color up to the number of the chosen creatures. Card's done. I do need to grab another. I play a lot of tribal, so it would be nice to have more than 1 Free Tree City. I might have 3 Free Tree Cities, who knows. Gloomlake Verge. Like, I think the Verges are really cool. Like, we got half of them in Duskmourn, and now we have the other half in Aether, so we have a complete set. Drowned Catacombs, Underground River. They are our, like, dual lands. I think these are the only ones we need. I want a lot of, like, single color lands and basic lands. Yeah. For the like mono blue lands, we're running Ochiwara, Sword City, Lily Pad Village, and a Mystic Sanctuary. Like, there's not really much to say about these cards. We all know what these do. They're like brings back an instant. Yeah, instant sorcery from the bin. You can pay 1, tap Surveil. Or you can also channel. This one's a channel, so you can pay 4, discard, and return an artifact creature or charm of a planeswalker to the hand. Costs 1 less for each legendary creature you control. Black lands. Obviously, we're running Cabal Coffers because we want as much black mana as we want. Mud Flats to put creature back into my hand from my bin. Bajuka Bog, just because I want to make sure they don't use their instants or sorceries that are still in their bin. Urborg, because I like swamps and it helps with Cabal Coffers. Colorless lands, Urza's Escape, pay 3, sack, search for any land, put into the battlefield tapped. And Deserted Temple to, for example, untap both to untap Cabal Coffers and Virtue, so it becomes a copy of Cabal Coffers pretty much, or Free Tree City. To be fair, these two can, in fact, these 3 you can search Free Tree City, untap Free Tree City. Oh, to be fair, I don't think you can make a token copy of Free Tree. I think it's a legendary. Yeah, it is legendary. I forget. You don't really see legendary lands that often, so So you can't free Tree City this, but you can with Cabal Coffers, because Cabal Coffers is not a legendary land. And basics, we're running 7 islands and like 10 swamps. So a total of 17 basic lands, because a lot of our lands are indeed like these type of lands. Like you're running Cabal Coffers, right? You're running tons of swamps. Well, because I also have Urborg, makes all lands swamps in addition to other types. So I think I should be fine. But yeah, that has been my updated Vren the Relentless Commander deck profile. A link will be in the description to Architect, where you'll find the deck list for Vren the Relentless. It will also say that, I should have said this at the beginning, this is, the Commander brackets came out literally yesterday. So, Architect tells me that this is a bracket-free Commander deck. Which, bracket-free, has, I'll put them both on screen, both the brackets and the game changes. Apparently, Vren the Relentless, at least my build, is a well, it says upgraded, which is, well, I wouldn't say upgraded. This is never was a precon, but yeah, it also gives like card changes of what card changes are which ones. For example, Bold Citadel, Demonic Tutor, and Ristic Study are all in the deck, so that probably is why it is like bracket free. But I'll also leave a link in the description to the to the Magic Gathering website, where I give you more information on what brackets are and how do they work. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd love to see what you guys have put in your own Vren the Relentless decks, or if you think I've missed something, do let me know. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.